Hi, I'm Luna, and this is the Tone Studio One project. In Folio 1, my question was, how can selective use of color in a monochrome 3D animation serve as visual evidence of emotion? I tested different colors and their meanings, yellow for joy, red for anger, and navy for sorrow. The result felt expressive but not too broad. For Folio 2, I wanted to be more focused. Instead of showing many emotional moments, I decided to build everything around one, the apprentice encounter with the soul light, but also I add some minimal expression as well. And so my refined questions became what happens when color disrupts a controlled monochrome world, and can a single disruption alone express the transformation? My approach was influenced by a few key references: The Lighthouse, Clair-Obscur, and The Seventh Seal. From The Lighthouse, I was drawn to its black and white world, how light felt alive, sometimes suffocating, and sometimes sacred. It made me realize I could use contrast, not just brightness, to build emotion. In The Seventh Seal, show me how the silence, the stillness, and spiritual symbolism can carry story weight. Clair-Obscur is the clearest reference, especially the Visit Island. In this island, there are three zones: sad zone that using blue filter, angry zone using red filter, and joy zone not using filter at all, but they use sunlight and very bright color to represent the joyous emotion. At first, the zones kind of feel random, but actually the filter that they use present the character's emotional states. That gave me the confidence to keep my palette minimal, just three colors, but each one deeply connected to each emotion. Combining these ideas, I designed the tone to exist mostly in grayscale, and the color only appears at key emotional moments, as blue for sorrow, red for anger, and yellow for joy. I desaturated everything else, so when these colors appear, they feel intentional, almost like a heartbeat in the scene. For example, the cloaked figures each carry a small light. When they pass the light to the lighthouse, it glows in color for a short time before fading. That brief appearance of color becomes a metaphor for emotion, fragile, temporary, but meaningful. I also added a short scene where each figure holds a different color light to represent distinct emotions, as magenta for anger, blue for sorrow, and yellow for joy. Since there's no dialogue or facial expression, I use tone and action to make each moment understandable. In the blue scene, the figure cries quietly. In the magenta one, he stomped in frustration, and in the yellow scene, they dance lightly. These gestures are simple but recognizable, using body language as a universal language of emotion. The final turning moment, where each color performs briefly before disappearing, reinforces the central idea that color is both the evidence and the vessel of emotion. What went wrong was mostly the timing and effect integration. At first, the pacing was off, the color appeared too suddenly, and the scene didn't feel cohesive. But I was able to fix it through After Effects by layering subtle glow effects and adjusting timing between frames. The post-editing process helped bring the atmosphere closer to what I originally imagined. What I consider successful is that I managed to combine storytelling and visual emotion more clearly this time. Instead of color existing on its own, it now connects directly with the character's emotional journey. Even with minimal dialogue or action, the scene feels more readable. There's a small story happening inside the light. Through this folio, I learned that restraint can be powerful. Using less color makes the emotional moments stand out more, and controlling the rhythm, how fast or slowly light appears, change how the audience feel it. I also realized how important it is to let shadow define space. The influence of Lighthouse really shaped that. Understanding that darkness isn't emptiness is part of the composition.